So, if you have noticed, we just hit 10,000 subscribers, which is kind of amazing considering back in January we were only at 3,500. And for 10,000, I didn't want to make just another mod video, because I think I've done a couple of those already. I wanted to make an answering your questions type video, which is now this video, mainly for you to get a better idea of me, and to ask whatever questions you had, obviously. So, I made a post asking for your questions, accompanied by Cursed G-Man, and I got a lot of questions. Like, a lot. So, obviously, I'm not going to be able to answer every single question. However, when I looked through them, there were a lot of duplicates, so I might not answer you specifically, but I'll probably answer someone else who had the same question as you. And while I'm answering these questions, you get to watch me fail at bhop maps in the background. So let's get to it. Will you play Hunt Down the Freeman? Yes, I will. You can quote me on that. I have it. I bought it. I bought it when it was on a sale because no way I'm buying it for the full price. And I'm gonna play it eventually. I'm just waiting for a good time to play it. How are you doing? Good. Who's your favorite Half-Life YouTuber? Oh, you're expecting me to say Jolly, aren't you? I see through your lies. Well, my answer is me, obviously. Are you thinking of playing Portal 1 or 2 mods? Yes, I have. It's just that everyone has been recommending me Half-Life mods, so I haven't got around to doing that. I know Portal Reloaded came out some time ago. I might play that one, but I'm just stuck on Half-Life for now. Face reveal when? Probably not for a long time, or maybe never, because I feel like showing my voice is already good enough. But if I do a face reveal, it's going to be different, because my idea is to show me, but not my face. Like, I can show me with a mask and sunglasses and hat, so I can still be anonymous and not show my face, but you can still see me, the person. That I will probably do. What made you play Half-Life mods? Well, nothing specifically really. I just really liked Half-Life, and I knew that it had a lot of mods, so I just started playing them. What inspired you to play bad Half-Life maps / mods? I just remember playing one, or seeing one bad Half-Life mod, and it being hilariously bad. And so I thought, well, if that one was bad, maybe a lot of the other ones are gonna be hilarious as well. And so I started looking for them. Favorite game? I wonder. I don't know, what could it be? I really don't know. How do you feel about your first video? Well, if you're talking about my first video that's still public, then I literally made that in a couple of hours. It was as a joke. So, I mean, it's okay, I guess. Nothing like I do now. Do you play something else other than Half-Life games? I do. I play Counter-Strike Source fairly often, and I'll scroll through the rest of my Steam library if you want to take a look. Do you have any projects planned with other YouTubers? As of right now, no. The only project I've ever done was a video with Radiation Hazard, and that's because he asked if I wanted to do it. But if anyone else comes up to me with an idea, and I like the idea, then, I mean, I'll be glad to do it. What is your favorite Half-Life mod or map? Well, every time someone asks me this, I always say I don't know, because I really don't know. I haven't played every single mod, and a lot of the ones I've played are good. But if I had to pick one, then I would say Half-Quake, because I don't know, something about it just makes me really like it. Do you Sure. What motivated you to start this channel? Nothing really. I've had this channel since 2014, you can see it in the About page, but I haven't made anything until 2018, because that's when I started actually making stuff. If you didn't start doing YouTube, what would you be doing in your life? I have no idea. Probably get a job and do that. What got you into Half-Life in the first place? So, how I found out about Half-Life, back in 2015 or 2016, one of my friends introduced me to Gmod, and when I played it with him, I was like, damn, this was really fun. But I didn't know it was based on Half-Life at that time. I didn't even know Half-Life exists. A little bit later, my friend was like, hey, you know Gmod is a mod of Half-Life 2. And I'm like, Half-Life, I've never heard of it. Let me look it up. Then I found out, Half-Life is a game. And then when I saw it, I somehow really liked it. I don't know, it just something clicked in my head. I'm like, damn, this game is really good. What are you doing now? Answering your question. If I made a Half-Life mod, would you play it? Yes, I would. If any of you make a mod and tell me about it, yes, I would play it. My only criteria is if you make it, try not to make it too long or too short. Because if it's too short, I can't make a full video out of it. And if it's way too long, I'll probably have to spend multiple parts on it. Where did you come up with the channel name? So, Lamb that's how you pronounce it, by the way. The story behind that is one day, also back in 2016 or 2017, I was playing Half-Life Deathmatch Source. Okay, go ahead, laugh at me. But with that game being dead, I joined a server with 2 other people in it. One of the people was named Warp, with the A being the lambda symbol. And I'm like, interesting name. I'm gonna do a quick Control-C, Control-V. So I copied that name and used that for a while. But then, when I came to YouTube, I'm like, hundreds of warps probably already exist. So, how would I take the Half-Life logo, also known as the lambda symbol, and combine it with warp? Lambda warp. And then I shortened it to lamb warp. Where are you from and how old are you? Well, I was born in Chicago, but all my relatives, all my grandparents, all that were born in Bulgaria. And because of that, I'd rather be called European because I feel like being American is a bit too stereotypical. And how old am I? I don't want to say, but I'm sure you can probably figure it out. I'll give you a range between 16 and 24. Half-Life 1 or Half-Life 2? It's a bit tricky. I'd say Half-Life 1. Half-Life 2 looks better, but something about Half-Life 1, again, I don't know what it is. Something about it is making me like it more. What kind of music do you hear? It can be anything, really. If it sounds good, then I'll listen to it. My favorite song, as of right now, is Social Anxiety by Sky. I swear it's not depressing, okay? Chill. But my favorite artist, in general, is Still Harley. How come you've been blessed by the algorithm? What did it take? Why do the videos take 2 weeks? Is it because of the no voice thing? Well, the algorithm is weird, so being blessed by it is just a matter of luck. In my analytics, the first peak I had was at the end of April of 2020, and I think that's because Half-Life Alyx released at the time, and so the series was booming, and so one of my videos blew up. And then recently, back in February, I had another huge jump that tripled my subscriber count. But I can't predict these things, so it's just random. Why do the videos take 2 weeks? Well, that's kind of a middle ground because it takes me an hour or 2 to record, depending on the mod. But then editing is what takes forever. That takes like a week and a half. Then I have to create the thumbnail and then upload it. And that all takes me like a week and a half, and then I get a couple of days break because I don't want to burn out in 2 seconds. And the no voice thing, making 2 videos is just a matter of 1 click. It's just muting my audio track. So it's not that much more work. And it gives people a choice. Why are you so calm and chill when you play games? Well, I guess that's just me. That's just how I am. If you've been on 16personalities.com, I'm an architect, and I guess we're always chill. And sometimes when I read the comments, I always get called either dead inside or chill and calm. I know I'm probably still going to be called that, so... Do you like other FPS games like Doom, Quake, etc.? Yes, Doom and Quake I actually like. I think I like Quake a bit more than Doom, personally speaking. Okay, I might lose subscribers because of that. Why did you use captions for a long time and then start making videos with your voice? Well, at first I started using subtitles because I didn't have a good microphone. And I didn't want the video to sound like it was from 2002. But then, one of my subscribers added me on Steam, and we chatted for a bit. And then he mentioned, hey, you should get a microphone. It'll be really good. And I thought about it for a while, and I said, you know what, fine. And then I got this microphone, and I started talking. Are you dead inside? I mean, I could be. What do you put on your sandwiches? Personally, I like to put a little bit of Gordon Freeman, a little bit of G-Man, and some Barney. It's a good combo, you should try it. What software do you use to record? OBS. It's free, has a lot of options, and it's pretty good. Are you going to play Afraid of Monsters mod? Yes, but just like a lot of other long mods, I have to find a good time to play it. Are you the lost brother of Jolly Wankor? Of course somebody would ask that. No, we just happen to make similar videos, and then every single one of you compare me to him. If you said you are American, why the occasional your grammar mistakes? Well, I mean, I said I'd rather be European, but... Okay, your is like one of the most common grammar mistakes, and I happen to not pay attention. Are you annoyed by people that compare you to Jolly yet? Well, not annoyed, more like it's just getting old. Because, okay, I get it. I make similar videos to him, but I just know the Jolly comments are never gonna stop. So I've just given up at this point. Half-Life Alyx ever? Probably not for a long time because I don't have a VR headset and they are quite expensive. So unless someone makes a mod of Half-Life Alyx where you can play it without VR, then I'm not gonna be playing it. Multiple people asking if I'm gay. No. Where did you get your motivation / inspiration to start creating Half-Life content? Well, it was when I played Half-Quake for the first time. I think it was one of the first Half-Life mods I've played. And then, as I was playing it, I'm like, you know what? I should make a video on this. From then, I just continued doing that. How are you so good at humor? Well, humor is a bit subjective, but I just crack some jokes and I guess you guys like it. One and only question by me. Did a Jolly Wankor inspire you? No. In the beginning, when I've already made a couple Half-Life videos with subtitles, I didn't know about Jolly until after I made my Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 1 video. How do you become a good YouTuber? You just make videos that are good and people would watch. And how did you make G-Man's face cursed? Well, I went onto Photoshop. That's pretty much it. What games other than Half-Life are you going to play? Well, that brings up an interesting point because eventually I'm gonna run out of Half-Life mods to play, so I will have to switch to another game at some point. As I've mentioned, Doom and Quake are what I'm looking to. I have Doom and Quake, both I like. Doom I already have set up to play mods, I just have to find some. Quake I have to figure out. And then I might move on to something else once I run out of those, because you never know. How long have you been creating content on YouTube, and what was your first video about? Well, the oldest video on my channel that's still public isn't actually my first video. My first video was god-awful and it'll never see the light of day again, and I don't even remember what it was about. Yeah, if you're talking about the first video that's still public, I mean, I've already answered that, it's okay. But I've been making content since 2017. What was the video that you liked the most? Well, there's no one video that I like the most, so I'll just give 3 that I like. I like my video on They Hunger, my video on Absolute Zero, and my video on Hazardous Course 2, because those I just really liked how they turned out. What was your first Half-Life mod that you played? I've already said Half-Quake, although I'm not 100% sure because I don't remember what I played back in 2017, but I'm pretty sure it was Half-Quake. Have you spoken with Jolly? No. Have you ever been a part of any mod project, and if you had, what was your role in it? I have never made a mod, and I've never contributed to a mod, ever. So I would like to be in one, that would be cool, but I don't know what I would be good at, other than giving ideas. I'd have to learn everything else. Do you have any older YouTube accounts? No, I don't. This one is my oldest one since 2014. I do have others, but I won't show you them because I use them for other purposes, such as testing if my videos have copyrighted stuff in it, or if I want to comment without anyone knowing it's me. And because of that, I won't show you them because that would defeat the purpose. Did you play Black Mesa? I have not, but I will eventually. I might make a full playthrough of that because it seems interesting, and it'll last me a while. Will you make more longer videos in the future? So my deal with the video length is I don't want the videos to be too long. What I do is if a video is more than 15 minutes long, then I cut it in half and make it into 2 parts. Because personally, I don't really like watching videos that are like 20-30 minutes long, and for the same reason, I don't make 20-30 minute long videos. Will you make a video on Cry of Fear, and why do you have this type of content? Cry of Fear, yes, I will play eventually, but again, it's a long mod, so I have to find the right time for it. And why do I have this type of content? It's what I find interesting. Will you stop talking in your videos and go silent mode? It's better when you're quiet, dude. Well, I keep saying this, but in the description, there's a link to the same video without me talking. I do this to give people a choice because some people came when I didn't talk. Some people came, or a majority came when I did talk. So I gave people the choice in case you want one or the other. But me talking is the flagship version, let's say that. Are you interested in making your own mod? Yes, though I have to figure out how to do that, and that's gonna take a while. But when I eventually do figure out how to do it, I will make videos on me making a mod because, yeah, I do want to do that. What are you gonna do for 1,000,000 subs? I'll answer that in 2027. Are you planning on playing any other FPS games with some fans? Well, that's gonna be a bit difficult because I don't want to raid some random person's server, but setting up my own server is going to be difficult. But if I'm able to, I might. Okay, well, I'm going to stop there because I've answered about 60 questions. And if I were to answer every single question, this video would be an hour long. And that's a no from me right there. But yeah, I hope I answered any questions you had and hopefully you got a better idea of me. Sorry if I couldn't answer your question, like there were just too many. And I also hope you enjoyed watching me fail at bunny hopping in the background. I thought it was fitting. But anyways, bye.